As Arsenal ended their pre-season campaign with another emphatic victory, the Emirates Stadium was treated to a masterclass, welcoming new boy Ricardo Calafiori as set-piece FC reigned supreme again. Today we'll break down and analyse all we learnt from the game, discuss where it leaves Arsenal ahead of the new season, find out about a potential move for Kingsley Coman, and reveal how close we are to a midfield. Here we go. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Baz14, welcome back to your boy channel, and I hope you guys are doing sensational. Just days away from the return of Arsenal in the Premier League. Things are getting exciting, so smash a like on the video if you enjoy and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Help your boy on his road to 300,000 subscribers. But starting off with what we learnt from Arsenal to Lyon 0. In Arsenal's final game at the Emirates Stadium before the return of the Premier League, Mikel once again showed how unpredictable he is, starting a very strong Arsenal lineup, with Zinchenko once again as the inverted fullback, the midfield of Partey, Rice and Odegaard, Bukayo Saka returning and Gabriel Martinelli too, but with the main news being Kai Havertz starting up front. There was no Fabio Vieira and there was no Yuri Timber, as Arsenal confirmed they both had slight little injury issues. There's a very good chance this will be the start lineup against Wolves, and the fact this was the first time we saw it in all of pre-season, it shows Mikel Arteta's ability to surprise. Assembling a squad that is one of the most versatile in world football. One of the main aspects of Arteta is trying to be unpredictable this year. Instead of sticking to one starting 11, be free in terms of rotations. Start players in different zones with different game states. When asked after the game on players playing in different positions, Arteta says the more versatile Havertz is, the more minutes he's going to play. Other players are saying I can play other positions as well. They all want to play. Let's just say Havertz's performance up front was intriguing. Despite dropping a 6.4 rating, mainly skewed by his one big chance missed, I'm surprised by the fact that he only had 6 passes completed, with 2 ground duels and 1 aerial duel won. There was that standout moment in the 29th minute, a first time volley pass to play in Gabriel Martinelli, link-up play that we've seen from the quality of Harry Kane. Despite not scoring a goal, think about the amount of times he got into dangerous positions, always seeing one pass away from a potential goal, finding himself free in the box time and time again. There are still many Arsenal fans that are asking for a goal-scoring striker, but who needs that when you've got goal-scoring centre-backs? William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes both on the score sheet for Arsenal. Set-piece FC is back once again for another season, and the thing that we need to focus on is the provider. Declan Rice dropping a 9.0 rating in his first start of pre-season. 64 minutes, 2 assists, 3 key passes and 2 big chances created. 4 out of 5 ground balls won. Nicolas Jover's magic is working once again, setting up Arsenal in a different way from corners this season, all bunching up at the far post and attacking the near post. With the quality of Declan Rice's deliveries, the height and power that Arsenal have in the box, Gabriel, Saliba, Havertz and Calafiori all over 6'2", alongside maybe even an incoming Mikel Merino, who won the most aerial duels out of any midfielder in all of Europe last year. There's a very good chance that Declan Rice could get double figures from assists from corners this season. But Nicolas Jover wasn't the only man cooking. We also have to give praise to Alexander Zinchenko, who dropped a 7.8 rating. Thriving once again is the inverted fullback with 2 ground duels won, 90% of his passes completed, 4 key passes and 1 big chance created. After the game he did an Instagram post with William Saliba with the caption of first picture ever in front of a Rolls Royce. But one thing I've noticed this preseason is a different Alexander Zinchenko, looking far more assertive on the ball, breaking the lines with ease time and time again. A throwback to 2022-23, with Calafiori coming in and Timber returning, the left back area is more competitive than ever before. That's where Zinchenko realises he has to be at his top game. I love the fact that we've seen Mikel Arteta dropping deeper in the build-up phase, take him out of midfield and playing in the last line, giving more space to go and dictate play and play line-breaking passes. But in the 63rd minute, Mikel Arteta said it was time to give a debut. On came the Italian stallion Ricardo Calafiori to a loud Emirates Stadium, and what we saw straight away was an aggressive performance. His very first action being going into a duel. This was Calafiori trying to make a statement. By signing for a side that is one of the best out of position in all of Europe, Calafiori has the ability to thrive in that environment straight away. Strong in the challenges and fantastic 1v1. As Saliba said after the game of Calafiori's rival, I think it's only the beginning. He's a really good player, young as well. We are so happy to have him with us and I hope he'll have a really good season with us. The most exciting part about this game though was the overall performance. Smashing 2 past Lyon in the first half and dominating them in terms of the press. Sustaining pressure for fun with an overall 71% field tilt. Dropping a 1.9 XG with 55% possession. 53 final third entries and a whopping 4.0 expected threat created. It all means that Arsenal have now won the Emirates Cup for the 3rd year running, and it brings to end a very impressive pre-season, where Arsenal have won all but one of the games and that was against Liverpool, looking sharper than ever and more balanced. The thing that I noticed in this game was how in sync the Arsenal team was. With a lot of these players having multiple years now under Mikel Arteta, we now see an Arsenal side where Mikel Arteta's brain fully implanted into them. While there's always the urge to go and make new signings, we can't forget the importance of continuity. By spending more time under Arteta, these players are naturally improving, working better with more chemistry. It reminds me of Liverpool in 1920, having just finished on 97 points and not won a title. The summer after, they only actually made one signing, Adrian, on a free, not making any major changes, doubling down for Jurgen Klopp's play, finishing the year with 99 points and blowing Man City out of the water. Let's just say some of the stars are now aligning, as Man City beat Man United in the Community Shield, winning it for the first time since 1920. In the last 6 years that a team's won the Community Shield, they have not gone on to win a title. Community Shield curse aside though, Pep Guardiola has been speaking, impressed by Arsenal's performance of pre-season. He says, "Of course I'm concerned for many years for how good they are because they are getting better and better. You see Arsenal are playing at the same level as last season. I saw the game against Leverkusen, they were on fire." The thing that has impressed me most about this pre-season is the level of rotations. Mikel Arteta not scared to trust the fringe and young players. With more games than ever this year, 8 games in the Champions League group stages, Arsenal look more ready than ever before. So moving on to the attacking updates. The transfer window is still open, and as we approach the start of the new season, a lot of Arsenal fans are talking about a potential new wide forward. Because after Gabriel Martinelli dropped a 7.3 rating against Lyon, with 4 key passes, 1 big chance created and 2 ground balls won, he was actually the highest Arsenal player in terms of goal probability added. Threatening he definitely was, but it was no final end product. And it makes you wonder, with all of Mikel Arteta's history, the fact that he wanted to spend over £60 million on Mikel Madrid back in 2023, can we improve on that left hand side? Well, according to Peter O'Rourke, Arsenal are plotting a shock move to sign Bayern Munich winger Kingsley Coman on a season-long loan. With sources saying Coman is keen on making a move this summer, he would however seek assurances over his playing time. Let's just say there is some weight behind this rumour, with even the reliable Florian Plettenberg confirming, having played 27 minutes against Spurs, the 28-year-old can leave Bayern Munich on loan with the optional obligation to buy this summer. No concrete interest from Man City so far. The most concrete option is PSG at this stage. Nothing advanced, just formal talks have taken place. Even confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, the player is available, so then it becomes a question of Arsenal. For a player 28 years of age at the peak of his powers, definitely very injury prone as we saw last season, but with an insane history of winning titles, being a league champion in 12 of his last 13 years as a professional. What stands out to me is his versatility. This was his heat map from last season, showing he's comfortable on the left and right hand side. When you talk about Arsenal and our lack of pace apart from Gabriel Martinelli, the idea of being in the Champions League and having more threat on transition, Kingsley Coman is a player that scored a winner in the Champions League final. He may be injury prone and not a long-term solution, but as Arsenal are trying to improve by the extra 5%, for a one-off season on a season-long loan, Coman could provide Arsenal an extra boost. But for one forward to come in, one will need to go, so let's talk about the future of Eddie Nketiah. Well, after Mikel Arteta said all the players that are here, there's a big chance they can stay with us. That is why they're here. Nketiah was still technically wanted by Marseille, as Fabrizio confirmed they were not willing to pay the €30 million for Eddie Nketiah, the price that would have to have been reduced. Then we got an RKO out of nowhere. Fabrizio confirming Marseille have instead turned to Eli Wahi with a "here we go," a deal in place for €25 million plus 5 in add-ons. With that, they informed Arsenal that Nketiah's deal was considered 100% collapsed. They were not willing to accept the €30 million package despite a green light from the player side. Cue the Arsenal fans panicking, saying Nketiah is going to stay and Arsenal are not going to sign a forward. But then came in Bournemouth. Having just sold Dominic Solanke for £65 million with money to spend, reliable reports in the UK confirmed they are now strongly interested in Eddie Nketiah to replace Solanke, with even Fabrizio Romano confirming initial talks for Nketiah to Bournemouth took place today, with John Percy of the Telegraph confirming the Nottingham Forest are also looking for a striker. This could actually work out even better for Arsenal. While Marseille were only willing to offer €25 million, sides in the Premier League have a lot more money to spend and pay it up front. With Alex Rook reporting early in the window, Arsenal initially wanted a figure in the region of £50 million. We're not going to get anywhere near that, but the interest is promising. A move for Nketiah is still more than possible. But then it becomes a question of Arsenal and their own striker pursuits, with a lot of reports confirming the same type of thing. Alexander Isak was Mikel Arteta's main target, but when they found out that he wasn't available, Šeško signed a brand new deal and things became quiet, focusing instead on a midfielder and a defender. And Luka Di Marzio now confirms though, Arsenal could get back in the race for Victor Osimhen, which was then quickly shut down by Team Musentyx, who claims that Arsenal hold reservations about Osimhen's attitude, which is why he's quite confident that Arsenal won't sign the player. That's the only reason I can think that makes sense, because their profile itself would have been perfect. With all the quotes from Mikel Arteta last year about box efficiency, Osimhen is a player that thrives in the area. A physical striker with history for Napoli, providing game-breaker moments time and time again. The fact that he's available and Arsenal yet to make a move says to me, there must be reservations behind the scenes. The striker market though is getting very intriguing, with the main bit coming from Chelsea, as Fabrizio Romano confirmed that Chelsea's move for Samuel Omodion is 100% off. Issues with Atletico Madrid in negotiations, despite it getting at the here we go stage. Fabrizio confirmed they were now discussing with João Felix instead. I don't think Arsenal are going to target Amodian because he's more of a younger profile, but if Chelsea aren't going to sign the Atletico Madrid striker, will they return instead for Osimhen? And how will that affect the market for Arsenal? If Mikel Arteta wants that box efficiency, do they turn instead to a profile of Victor Gyökeres? Moving on to the other Arsenal news today. Starting off with the impressive launch of the brand new Arsenal third kit, revealed by the legend himself Patrick Vieira. Here was the brand new Arsenal third kit, and in my eyes is quite a beauty, with Adidas confirming it with the legendary campaign, introducing all of the 24-25 third kits, with the return of the iconic trefoil. The Arsenal announcement itself was also legendary, with the scene of an Arsenal fan tracking club formations, heritage for Arsenal football Twitter. The other thing that caught me by surprise was our brand new goalkeeper third kit, David Raya posting up in the black and white, which in my eyes looks fantastic. Kits are apparently very important to Mikel Arteta, as confirmed recently by the Gunner blog. Arteta has previously expressed preferences of what kit Arsenal should wear on their match days. He had a particular preference for the black away kit for 2022-23, as he liked the intimidating image it helped create. Let's get an injury update though and what's happening with Jurrien Timber. Well, according to the reliable Hand of Ozil, Timber is expected to rejoin the Arsenal squad early next week. The medical team will continue to take full precaution, but it has been reiterated that it's nothing serious. Even Mikel Arteta said after the game it's fine. He has been doing some individual work. We expect him to be ready to train with the group next week. But what about the forgotten man Takahiro Tomiyasu, having missed all of Arsenal preseason with a knee injury? Mikel Arteta confirms it will take weeks on that one unfortunately. He is going to have to be patient. Talking of fullbacks, so we've also got a confirmed departure. Fabrizio Romano confirming that Arsenal will receive a €2 million fixed fee and plus add-ons for Brook Norton-Cuffy, who's set to join Genoa on a permanent deal, after spending 3 years on loan in the Championship at Rotherham, Coventry and Millwall, making a whopping 40 appearances last year. At 20 years of age, looking at Arsenal with the amount of fullbacks we've signed, Ben White stronger than ever and the returning Jurrien Timber, Josh Nichols coming through the academy, Norton-Cuffy knew that he had to go. What's happening though with Mikel Merino? After weeks and weeks of speculation, with the season getting closer and closer and Arsenal fans getting more impatient, Fabrizio once again confirms talks between Sociedad and Arsenal for Merino are now at a very advanced stage. He claims the deal is very similar to Ricardo Calafiori. Final talks are ongoing with Sociedad regarding the payment structure. Still some work to do for Arsenal. Here was the player arriving back to first team training, despite not being involved in the squad for the last preseason game. There has been some breaking news coming out of Sociedad. A player rejecting a move to the Premier League. Thankfully not to do with Arsenal. We are talking about Martin Zubimendi, as Fabrizio confirms, has rejected a chance to go to Liverpool after he did the same with Bayern and Arsenal in the recent years. His unconditional love for Sociedad means he's staying, and he's open to signing a new deal. Loyalty is a rare thing in football nowadays, so I do appreciate that. But Arsenal fans will only care about Mikel Merino. A signing very close to happening, it then poses a question in terms of our midfield. Having seen Thomas Partey thrive once again for Arsenal next to Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard, talk to me down below about this midfield three here. Is it still our best to go and win a title? That is the video there and there, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to smash a like and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to follow your boy on all of his social medias, then the links are down below in the description. But that was the latest episode of the Chances of C as we approach a brand new year with a lot of hope and expectations. Hopefully you get a few more signings too. Let's see what happens to Merino and a new forward. I'll see you guys very soon though. Take care and a bit.